Are you ready to transform your daily life with the ancient wisdom of the Stoics? Get ready to discover 10 revolutionary practices that will lead your routine towards success and serenity. But beware, because the greatest secret is yet to be unveiled. Keep watching to unlock the mystery of lasting change and personal growth. Stoic practice number 1, emotion control. In the vast landscape of Stoic philosophy, emotion control emerges as one of the fundamental pillars for maintaining mental serenity. Seneca, a prominent Stoic philosopher, delves deeply into this concept, offering valuable insights into mastering our emotional reactions to maintain calmness and composure. Imagine yourself in a stressful situation at work, a project not going as planned, or a conflict with a colleague. Anger or frustration might easily overwhelm you, but Stoic practice offers a different approach. Before letting these emotions take over, pause for a moment. Take a deep breath and reflect on your reactions. Ask yourself, is this really important enough to make me lose my composure? Following Seneca's advice, you might ponder that the situation at hand is beyond your direct control. Embracing this truth can help you emotionally distance yourself from the situation, enabling you to tackle it with greater clarity. Focus on actions you can take to improve the situation rather than allowing negative emotions to take the lead. The key point Seneca conveys is the importance of controlling emotions to maintain mental clarity. Unmanaged emotions can cloud our judgment and hinder our ability to face daily challenges. Stoic practice isn't about suppressing emotions, but rather mastering them, allowing us to react more rationally and constructively. Emotion control isn't an easy task, but it's a skill that can be cultivated through consistent practice. Take the time to reflect on your emotional reactions. Learn to observe them without being overwhelmed by them. This approach will not only enhance your ability to handle stressful situations, but also promote greater inner peace and mental clarity in facing life's challenges. Stoic practice number 2, acceptance. Author Epictetus. In Epictetus's Stoic philosophy, acceptance plays a fundamental role in achieving inner peace. The essence of this practice lies in embracing what cannot be changed, finding serenity amidst challenges. Let's explore how this perspective can be applied in everyday life. The Stoic perspective on acceptance revolves around discerning between what we can and cannot control. External circumstances, others' actions, or unforeseen events lie beyond our sphere of influence. Embracing this fundamental truth frees us from anguish caused by resisting what cannot be changed. Imagine facing a sudden loss or an undesired change in life. The instinctive reaction might be denial or frustration. However, Stoic practice teaches us to look within and find strength in acceptance. Accepting the reality of this unwanted situation doesn't mean passively resigning, but adopting a perspective that allows us to act more constructively. The primary lesson of Stoic acceptance is to focus on the area of influence we possess, our actions and reactions. This doesn't imply emotional detachment, but rather an awareness enabling wiser choices. Accepting what cannot be changed frees up energy and mental resources that we can channel into positive action. In essence, Stoic acceptance isn't surrendering to fate, but an act of courage leading to inner peace. By acknowledging what we can and cannot control, we find the freedom to act meaningfully and constructively amidst life's challenges. This perspective can radically transform how we approach obstacles, emphasizing action and inner serenity over the inevitable. Stoic practice number 3, discernment. Author Marcus Aurelius. In ancient Stoic philosophy, discernment holds a central role, urging us to distinguish what we can control from what is beyond our control. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most illustrious figures of this school of thought, urges us to focus on what is within our domain, setting aside what lies outside our sphere of influence. Stoic discernment manifests concretely in daily life through the ability to make wise and deliberate decisions. Imagine standing at a crossroads of choices. Stoic discernment guides you to carefully reflect on which of these options align with your deepest values and goals. It's not merely about choosing, but choosing consciously, aligning actions with what truly matters. Making wise decisions involves recognizing the difference between what is up to us and what is external to our power. Focusing on what is controllable doesn't mean avoiding challenges or difficulties, but facing them with a fresh perspective. For instance, we can control our reaction to external events, but we can't always control the events themselves. Embracing this distinction frees us from the burden of unnecessary stress. The practice of discernment offers us a valuable opportunity to accept with serenity what we cannot change. This way, we can direct our energies towards constructive and meaningful actions rather than squandering them on excessive worries about situations beyond our sphere of influence. Concentrating on what is controllable doesn't imply giving up on our ambitions or the desire for change. On the contrary, it prompts us to focus our mental and emotional resources on what we can truly impact. This approach not only reduces stress but also enhances our effectiveness in pursuing our goals, as we invest our energies where they can make a difference. In conclusion, Stoic discernment is a valuable guide for making wise decisions and reducing avoidable stress. Recognizing the difference between what we can control and what we cannot allows us to cultivate a more serene and focused mind. Directing our attention towards the controllable not only improves our effectiveness, but enriches our lives with a more balanced and authentic perspective. Stoic practice number 4, the present moment. Author, Marcus Aurelius. Within the realm of Stoic philosophy, one of the fundamental principles is living in the present moment. This concept, also echoed in the words of Marcus Aurelius, urges us to detach from the past and not fret over the future, instead focusing on the present. The essence of this practice lies in being fully aware and present in our daily lives, a way to embrace the uniqueness of every moment. Cultivating awareness in the present moment demands consistent effort. A common practice involves mindfulness of breath. Sitting in silence and focusing on the breath, feeling the air enter and leave the body, allows us to anchor ourselves in the present, setting aside worries and distractions. Simultaneously, observing our thoughts without judgment, accepting them as natural streams of the mind, helps prevent being carried away by the flow of memories or anxieties about the future. Another exercise is to focus on the senses, experiencing the present through the senses, observing details around us, perceiving sounds, consciously savoring food, connects us tangibly to the here and now, enabling us to appreciate the richness of the current experience. Appreciating the present moment isn't merely an abstract philosophical idea, but a pillar for a more fulfilling life. Often, we're trapped in memories of the past or fatigued by concerns about the future, neglecting the beauty and richness of the present. Living in the here and now allows us to experience life more intensely, be grateful for small daily joys, and face challenges with greater resilience. In conclusion, following the Stoic teaching of Marcus Aurelius, embracing the present not only enriches our existence, but also provides us with the key to a more balanced, mindful, and fulfilling life. Stoic practice number 5, gratitude, author Seneca. Gratitude, as taught by Seneca, is a powerful Stoic tool that teaches us to appreciate what we have rather than focusing on what is lacking. This principle is fundamental to maintaining a balanced perspective in life, allowing us to cultivate an attitude of appreciation for our current circumstances. Imagine a day that begins with a practice of gratitude. Upon waking up, instead of immediately reaching for your phone to check the news or social media, take a few moments to reflect on 3 things you are grateful for. It could be the health you enjoy, the loved ones around you, or even the simple opportunity to face a new day. This practice can have a profound impact on your mental well-being. Focusing on the positives rather than the deficiencies helps reduce stress, anxiety, and improves your overall mood. Furthermore, gratitude connects you to the present, allowing you to appreciate the daily moments that might otherwise go unnoticed. Gratitude is a key to a more positive perspective on life. Integrating it into your daily routine can have surprising impacts on your mental health and how you face challenges. Being aware and thankful for what we have can radically transform our life experience, opening doors to greater satisfaction and serenity. Ultimately, the Stoic practice of gratitude, as emphasized by Seneca, teaches us not only to be grateful for material things, but also for the experiences, relationships, and opportunities that enrich our existence. It is a powerful tool that enables us to embrace life with a fuller and more fulfilling perspective. Stoic practice number 6, death, author Seneca. The Stoic perspective on the importance of being aware of death as a means to truly appreciate life is a profound and transformative concept proposed by Seneca. This ancient teaching is even more relevant in modern times, where daily frenzy and distractions can make us forget the preciousness of the time we have. Imagine waking up every morning, aware not only of your existence, but also of your inevitable end. This awareness isn't meant to fuel anxiety or fear, but to provide perspective. When we acknowledge that life is fleeting and fragile, we gain a deeper understanding of its intrinsic value. This compels us to give meaning to every moment. Consider your daily choices. Often in rushing through the routine, we get lost in irrelevant matters, procrastination, or actions that don't contribute to our long-term well-being. Awareness of death acts as a beacon, guiding us toward more meaningful choices. It influences how we spend our time, encouraging us to focus on what is authentically important to ourselves and those around us. This awareness can transform our priorities. We may find the strength to face difficulties, nurture meaningful relationships, pursue our dreams with renewed determination. It's not about living in anticipation of the inevitable, but embracing each day with gratitude, aware that time is a precious gift. In conclusion, the Stoic practice of being aware of death aims not to instill terror, but to celebrate life. It's an invitation not to waste our precious time on insignificant matters or purposeless paths. Instead, it urges us to honor the time granted to us by living fully, adopting a perspective that gives meaning and value to every moment. Reflecting on mortality, we can transform our approach to life. We can embrace the present with gratitude and determination, living authentically and meaningfully. Awareness of our limited existence can be the key to unlocking full joy and appreciation of life, guiding us towards personal fulfillment and genuine connection with the world around us. Stoic practice number 7, resilience, author Epictetus. In Stoic philosophy, resilience stands as a fundamental pillar for facing life's adversities. Epictetus, one of the great Stoic masters, teaches us the importance of developing mental strength that allows us to confront daily challenges with determination and wisdom. Epictetus urges us to consider resilience as a mental muscle that can be trained and strengthened. Life is inherently full of difficult moments, but our reaction to these difficulties is what determines our inner well-being. Cultivating resilience means adopting a Stoic perspective, accepting what we cannot change, and focusing on our reactions and actions. Imagine encountering a critical moment at work. Stoic philosophy advises us to assess the situation objectively. Ask yourself, is this within my control? If yes, focus your energies on what you can do to solve the problem. If not, accept the situation and concentrate on how you can react constructively. This approach helps develop a resilient mindset where difficulties become opportunities for growth and learning. Resilience is a powerful tool that enables us to overcome difficulties with courage and wisdom. Stoic practice teaches us that pain and adversities are integral parts of life, but our response to them defines our experience. By cultivating resilience, we become capable of transforming challenges into opportunities for personal growth and developing an inner stability that supports us in the most complex situations. In conclusion, by following Epictetus's teachings and Stoic philosophy, we can develop a resilience that allows us to navigate the tumultuous tides of life with strength and wisdom, emerging stronger and wiser than before. Resilience thus becomes a guiding light in the storm, leading us toward a life lived with courage and awareness. Stoic practice number 8, equanimity. Author Marcus Aurelius. Equanimity, a pillar of Stoicism, embodies the ability to remain calm and tranquil in the face of adversity. Marcus Aurelius, a philosopher-emperor, emphasized the importance of this practice in maintaining a constant inner balance regardless of external circumstances. Imagine facing a stressful moment at work. A crucial project is behind schedule and pressure is mounting. The Stoic approach to equanimity suggests objectively analyzing the situation. Acknowledge that some events are beyond your control and focus your energy on actions within your reach. Concentrate on the process rather than anxiety about the end result. Take deep breaths and ask yourself, what steps can I take now? It's crucial to understand that emotions are uncontrollable, but we can manage our reaction to them. Acknowledge the feelings without becoming enslaved by them. Picture your mind as a calm sea unaffected by the external storm. This mindset enables facing challenges with clarity and composure. Equanimity doesn't imply the absence of emotions, but rather a conscious management of them. It allows maintaining a sense of calm and inner control, even during turbulent times. Practicing equanimity, as highlighted by Marcus Aurelius, leads to a more balanced and serene life. Through self-mastery, the path to wisdom and inner peace unfolds, aiding in navigating life's challenges more adeptly. The ability to cultivate equanimity is a precious gift that brings peace and resilience, enabling one to live in harmony with oneself and the surrounding world. Stoic practice number 9, virtue. Author Epictetus. Epictetus, one of the most illustrious Stoic philosophers, placed virtue as the pivot around which a happy and meaningful life revolves. His perspective on virtue as a guide for daily actions is based on the idea that living in accordance with ethical and moral principles is fundamental to achieving inner serenity and lasting happiness. Imagine a day when you're faced with a decision, choosing between telling the truth or lying to avoid an awkward confrontation. According to the Stoic ideal of virtue, the choice would be guided by moral uprightness rather than avoiding uncomfortable situations. Choosing truth might be difficult in the moment, but it aligns with the virtues of sincerity and justice, contributing to building an ethical and honest character. Similarly, in daily life, embracing virtue might mean acting with compassion when someone needs help or practicing patience when circumstances become difficult. It's in implementing these moral values in everyday actions that virtue becomes a guiding light for a satisfying and morally fulfilling life. Epictetus invites us to reflect on the importance of virtue in our journey towards a meaningful life. Living in accordance with solid moral principles not only improves our relationship with others and ourselves, but also gives us a sense of inner integrity and lasting satisfaction. Virtue, being the pillar upon which Stoic philosophy stands, not only influences individual actions, but shapes our character and worldview. Ultimately, adopting virtue as a guide allows us to forge a life rich in meaning and contribute positively to the surrounding society. The ongoing commitment to pursuing virtue in our daily actions leads us towards deep and authentic happiness, in line with the Stoic vision of a well-lived life. Stoic practice number 10, contemplation of nature. Author Seneca. Within the vast landscape of Stoic philosophy, Seneca guides us towards a particularly powerful practice, the contemplation of nature. This exercise not only allows us to appreciate the external beauty, but also to find inner serenity through observing the order and greatness of the cosmos. Immersing ourselves in the contemplation of nature goes beyond the simple act of observing. It is an invitation to penetrate the very fabric of the universe. Consider the night sky, a vast starry painting that envelops us. Every star, every constellation speaks of an impeccable order, of a cosmic balance beyond our human comprehension. This grandeur compels us to acknowledge our smallness, but also to celebrate our connection with the entire universe. This exercise in contemplation offers us a practical example of how nature can soothe our worries and put our problems into perspective. When we immerse ourselves in the vastness of the cosmos, our thoughts and daily anxieties transform into mere details within a much broader picture. Challenges that seem insurmountable lose their strength when we compare them to the immensity of the universe. Contemplation of nature is not just a tool to calm inner storms, it's also a means to develop humility and understanding. By recognizing our relative smallness compared to the vastness of the universe, we learn humility. This allows us to embrace our humanity, accepting our place in the grand order of things. This Stoic practice invites us to consider the universe as a silent yet powerful teacher. Through the contemplation of nature, we discover a sense of perspective that frees us from the chains of daily worries. What seemed insurmountable becomes less threatening as we immerse ourselves in cosmic greatness. In conclusion, Seneca's contemplation of nature is an invitation to look beyond ourselves, beyond our earthly concerns, to embrace the greatness and order of the universe. This act not only bestows inner serenity upon us, but also offers an important lesson in humility and understanding that can radically transform our perspective on life. Embracing these 10 Stoic practices, you can shape a successful routine that will not only transform your life, but make you more resilient, centered, and ready to face any challenge. Cultivate serenity through the wisdom of the ancient Stoics and prepare to achieve success with the inner strength that only this philosophy can offer.